So 2024 saw the largest, most impactful, and most joyful transition in my entire career. This video is a casual conversation about my transition into working on teams, and I'm super pumped to share it with you today. What's up, guys? Justin Ryder here. I'm a commercial real estate broker and content creator. My main passion and goal is to make content for creative deal makers and improve the sales life, both from a business and personal standpoint. So just to update you, I'm now firmly planning on 2 specific teams that handle very different asset classes within the same geography, and I'm absolutely loving it. These teams are growing in discipline, in reach, market saturation, profitability. Ultimately, we're growing in the most important way, which is the number of people that we serve with a extremely high quality service to get them to the next chapter of their lives or to take care of their assets and maximize value. But it all comes back to teams, and that is the focus of today. So I recently sat down to journal and sort of consider, why did I wait so long to get on a team in the first place, especially when I think back to 2023, which was by far the hardest year of my career, where I largely was acting like a solo artist from a brokerage standpoint. And thus you can imagine my encouragement to you today is, if appropriate and prudent in your career, embrace the idea of working on a team and take actual steps, momentous steps forward in the direction of surrounding yourself with like-minded, motivated people. Now, you might be watching this thing, and I have been on a team since day one, and everybody has their own different story. But my hope is that if you are already on a team, you might look at these principles and re-embrace your teammates with a newfounded vision and thankfulness for what they can do for you and what you can do for them, and ultimately what the team can do together. So that's my journey on teams. And what I wanted to do in today's video was to share the top 5 reasons why I personally avoided looking at brokerage like a team sport, and why I think many people out there do. Now, these reasons cover a financial, emotional, and even practical standpoint. So my hope is to remove all obstacles in your mind and career if you are actually thinking about diving in and going on the same journey that I have been. So, top 5 reasons why people avoid working on teams in commercial real estate brokerage. Let's go. Number 1 is financial. I know for a fact, because I experienced it, there is an inherent fear of lost income and watered down splits when you think about more people being involved in the exact same amount of work that you're doing now. Of course, this will fly in the face of the overall vision to do more with more people, to do more quality work in more quantity as well. I think the key to entering into this process in a healthy way is to embrace the idea that 1 + 1 is going to equal 3, that you will actually be able to build a situation for yourself where you can do more with more people. Now, the second reason that people avoid working on teams has to do more with the emotional side and our pride. And I think you really have to dig deep when you look at this facet of your career. But the truth is that threading the needle on a property, solving the problem for a major client, there is an inherent attention that comes with success. And you can come to crave that attention. If we're honest with ourselves, attention is difficult to delegate. It can be very difficult to give up at all. The beauty of embracing the idea of working on a team is giving up the spotlight or giving up the limelight to someone else. And you embrace the idea of treating your teammates, your younger teammates, like you do your clients. What is the entire point with a client? To put them on a platform, to set them up for success, to add value to their life. You're then going to apply that to your teammates and do the same thing. I absolutely think you'll very quickly see the benefit in letting others shine. Now, the third pain point is once again emotional and sort of flows from number 2, and it's the idea of self-importance. The idea here is that too much self-aggrandizement leads you to believe that you have higher standards than everyone else. This is certainly a false belief that you're never going to be able to find someone to match your standards. If you operate in life with this belief, you will be extremely busy and extremely alone at the same time. So the message of this video, and the message I've been living in 2024, is to embrace the idea that there are people that are ultra talented, even more talented than you, and that finding them and recruiting them to your team is going to make you better and make them better. Okay, the number 4 pain point is the idea that analyzing people will leave you paralyzed in making a decision on who to actually invite on your team or who to actually invite to partner with. Now, one thing I'm not doing in this video is lowering the stakes. Like, the stakes for this are extremely high because what's on the line here? Number 1, your trust, the trust you put in people, an actual financial gain in your life as you trust people to work on assignments with you. Number 2, not only your name, but your client's projects as well. You may have a client for years and years that you're serving, working tirelessly for, that you've really set up, and then all of a sudden you're going to invite someone on the team and trust them with that client. That is very much a situation that comes with looking at brokerage like a team sport. So not lowering the stakes at all, the stakes are very high. The question then is, who do I actually pick? Like, who's going to fit the bill and be worthy of my trust? My encouragement to you is don't be paralyzed by that decision, but use proximity. As you meet with people and grab coffee and talk about brokerage, is there someone in your office or someone coming into your office that has 3 basic qualities? Who in that world is actually hungry and motivated? Whether they know everything about every single property, but are they really excited to get in and do well? And can you relate with them and work with them on that level? Number 2, they absolutely have to have the character. You know, are they doing the right business in the right way? Character is absolutely essential, and you've got to match in that way. And 3, simply, are they willing to learn? Like, are they willing to do the things that you did early on? Some of the grunt work type stuff, some of the smaller paycheck like stuff. Are they willing to do that to learn? If so, you might have found someone that you can really go the distance with and be on a team with. Okay, number 5 for me, and this was the main reason that I operated like a solo artist for so long. If you don't take anything else from this video, take this one thing. The big picture takes time. It takes time to create. It takes time away from in the business stuff to form a vision for on the business and the future. What does this mean? Ironically, vision and big picture vision is one of the easiest things to get lazy with if you're stuck in the fray. If your life is, I gotta work on this deal till I get this paycheck, and then I move on to the next deal until I get the next paycheck, and I move on to the next deal till I get the next paycheck. There is no room to take a breath and look at where is this thing going in 20 or 30 years. By the way, as a side note, I truly believe that's a recipe for burnout. And so if you're on that, what Rod Santomassimo calls the transaction treadmill, and it's nothing but that, if that describes your life, take a day away at some point this summer and give yourself a chance to think and dream and plan for big picture and come back with a big vision. Living with the idea of after this next deal, I'll stop and create that is not only miserable, but it's a way to keep yourself alone forever because people are attracted to big thinking. People are attracted to vision and want to follow people who are going places. So hopefully at some point you can stop and pause and plan for a grand future. And that future might include an all-star team that will help you get where you couldn't go alone. So shout out to my teammates, love you. So thankful to be working with you in 2024 and so excited for what is to come. I hope this video helped you think about why you might be going at this alone, and it will help you see commercial real estate as a team sport. My friends, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.